and welcome. For this reading, we're bringing through messages from the Lyrans. When I was checking in with the energy, they wanted me to get out some decks that have a beautiful representation of the divine feminine. And I felt this very powerful goddess energy coming through. So I'm interested to see out of the divine feminine deck who shows up. So far we have this beautiful goddess who I won't try to butcher her name by saying it, but here, you can read it here. And it says, the diamond-hearted Dakini, I see light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs to feel free. So I'm feeling the shadow work coming through. You could have felt recently, or you could have been going through recently a phase of doing shadow work, and now you're coming out on the other side of it. This is also about seeing the power that lies within doing shadow work and the beauty that comes from, coming out the other side and completing that cycle and coming into the lighter energies. Also a strong root and heart chakra energy coming through with that card. Feelings of safety and security returning after a time of struggle I'm picking up on as well. We have Teresa of Avila, Our Lady of the Interior Life. I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. The doves here as well. This phase that you've been going through at this time was divinely guided, even though sometimes when we're doing like shadow work or we're going through a dark night of the soul, we can feel a little out of touch or out of sync with spirit. I'm just seeing with all this kind of darkness here that there's peace still being watched over by spirit. Interesting. You could have been doing a lot of journaling, or they're encouraging you to do some journaling if you're still in this phase of the shadow work. Getting the thoughts out of the head and onto paper is what I'm hearing. Yeah, if you don't do journaling and you've been going through a lot of shadow work or a dark night of the soul, they're asking at this time for that to be something that you make a priority. Journaling. Sorry, we have two cards that fell on the floor. Let me see. Okay, got them. We have Rabia, the Queen of Saintly Women. I am in service of divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. This is about flowing with these heavier energies, flowing with them and trusting that they are a cycle and this too shall pass. Okay, we have this beautiful woman. I don't want to mispronounce her name, so I'm just holding it up here. The Divine Mother. Unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. I'm getting this here about not judging ourselves too harshly for what's coming up during a dark night of the soul or the heavier feelings and emotions that we experience, because spirit isn't judging us. They're guiding us gently. They're watching over us and protecting us through the process and guiding it. And if they're not judging us, watching us go through it, they want us to judge ourselves less as well. And judging others as well when they're going through the darkness, right? Kind of, transmuting that energy of wanting to judge others as well is something that's coming up here. Perpetua, the Saint of Authenticity. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. Yeah, there's an energy here of staying true to self through this process as well. Self-discovery comes up during a dark night of the soul, right? It does have a purpose. We discover parts of ourselves, and even if they're parts of ourselves that need to be worked on or that are heavier or have that energy of just more density around it, there is this energy here of, that does reveal the more authentic parts of ourselves that we might not be aware of, or that maybe we are aware of. We realize during those times how strong we are, and when that purification's happening, just how resilient we are if we really commit and stay true to our paths as well. So it is important to do the work on that front there. I just saw 444 on the clock. it is important to stay true to our authenticity through that process, because it can be a heavier process, right? But we're still us. We're still ourselves. We're still connected to spirit and to our souls. We have Thecla, the prophetess of true power. I call my power back from all times and places. I am my own. This is again about coming out the other side of these heavier, denser energies and coming out of it feeling more in tune with ourselves, and thus being more in our power and really feeling our power from within, from just making it through these heavier energies, right? It creates a sense of our true power and knowing how powerful we truly are. Last one from this deck, we have Kali, the mother of the universe. I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. Yeah, this is a big transformation I'm feeling for this for this reading. Sorry, I just did a pick a pile. I guess I'm still kind of in that phase. I apologize. For this reading, those who are resonating with this, I'm feeling just a huge transformation that you're coming out of. You're coming out the other side. If you're not there yet, this is your confirmation that you will be. You know, everything moves in cycles, and so this too shall pass, and just reminding yourself of that, or finally being able to see the end of it, like coming to an end as well. It's just a gentle reminder that everything moves in cycles, and even when it feels heavy, it feels dark, it feels like there's no end in sight, sometimes even that will change and shift. Next, we have summoning power, instinct, intellect, and control. Again, there's a big energy here of getting in tune with this power within that we have to see things through to the end, and really being in tune with ourselves in that way, in tune with our power as well. I'm seeing the full moon there as well, so you could be watching this around the full moon, or you could feel that power kind of rising within you during our particular phase of the moon. I'm seeing specifically when the moon is transitioning from the new moon to the full moon, you could start feeling more energy, and like things are looking up, you know, things are finally moving. So keep an eye on the moon phases as well. We have adjustment, looking back and moving forward. Again, this is about a transition, moving from one phase to the other, right? We're constantly in transition from one phase to another. This is about, you know, looking back at what's necessary to be looked back at, but not to let that stop you from moving forward as well. We have brilliant beliefs, luminous life force, and personal power. There's a huge confirmation coming through here about personal power. So if that's something that you've been struggling with, or you've been struggling to really feel the power within yourself, there's a rising up coming with that. That is the next phase, is what they're telling me. And then we have, again, power over difficulty, reclaiming your power. This is confirming. I didn't see this card when that message came through. So this is confirming that is the next phase, is truly feeling your own power, stepping into your own power, reclaiming your power here. So that is on its way. If that's something that you have been struggling with, that is confirmation for you to know that that is on its way. That is what the goal is here. And you know, I'm really sorry if you have been struggling with more dense energies or going through a dark night of the soul. That can be very challenging, and it can make you feel, you know, alone and weighed down. And, you know, my apologies if you are going through that at this time, but it does eventually shift. Okay. We have perfectionism. This could be something that you're working through at this time, perfectionism. It could be to do with your healing work. You could be a perfectionist when it comes to your healing work, and that could be causing some anxiety as well, because when we're in the void, or we're in this like darker phase of the dark night of the soul, you know, it can be really challenging for some of us to come out of it, because we feel like we have to keep diving down and doing the healing work. And this is your confirmation that if you do have perfectionist tendencies, to look at that and to realize that we don't have to be 100% healed to let go of these denser energies and move out of it, right? Again, cycles are coming up. So I'm picking up on perhaps menstrual cycles as well. Paying attention during your menstrual cycle to your moods and how they shift, and, you know, trying to work your schedule around that. You know, if there are times of the month that you're, this is obviously for women, although these messages are for everyone, but this could apply to, you know, those of you who have women in your lives as well. Trying to plan things around when you feel better throughout your cycle instead of planning things when you know that you might be feeling like you're lacking energy. And, you know, again, that goes with the phases of the moon as well. If there are particular moon phases where you know that you're lacking energy, and other phases of the moon where you know that you're going to have more energy, trying to plan things in accordance with that can be really helpful. Meditation as well can really assist with your guides coming through and sharing knowledge and wisdom with you. I'm seeing that be of assistance with the denser energies getting cleared, and also with the physical body. If you've been feeling weighed down physically, I'm seeing meditation being really helpful for them, for your guides to come in and clear some of the denser energies so that you can feel more uplifted and energized as well. That will help with energy levels. All right. We have inner vision. It'll also assist with your inner vision. So meditation's very important right now. I'm also seeing this here as an eagle. So working with eagle spirit, it helps us see from the higher perspective. So there's a message here coming through about rising above, seeing the higher perspective, seeing things from a different angle, perhaps, if you feel like you've been working through a lot of limiting beliefs, beliefs of lack or subconscious beliefs. You know, working with the energy of eagle spirit will really help you to rise above and see things from a higher perspective. Okay, we're going to close out with an Isis oracle. Please go ahead and let me know how this resonated with you. This message in particular, I don't feel will resonate with everyone, but, you know, hopefully I always set the intention that those that need the message find it. And also, if you're interested in going deeper on these, or if you want more specific guidance for your own path and journey, my website is in the description box, and you can book readings, astrology, energy work straight through there. All right, let's see what we're closing with. We have Cartouche, Divine Names of Power. I'm gonna get one more. Oh, that was quick. We have Miracle of Isis, Miraculous Healing of the Goddess. I'm going to read both of these from the book. I just feel like holding them up one more time here. Okay. I'm going to start with Cartouche. All right. Lady Isis initiates you now into her special mysteries, the use of sacred intonations. The words that you speak are rapidly gaining power. To benefit from this power rather than be undermined or held back by it, practice thoughtful speech and clear your heart of old unforgiveness, which can poison your words unintentionally. As your heart grows in purity, you will be able to speak with natural authority, and what you speak of will come into being more swiftly and obviously. Isis is initiating you as a master healer in her sacred tradition of the divine names of power. What was coming up for me when I was reading this card is, if you have been in heavier energies, start rephrasing the words you're speaking into existence, right? So start using some positive affirmations, some affirmations that work on the energies of security and feeling nurtured. Just speak into existence what you want to see or where you want to be, and you'll start to see the energy in your life follow suit, is what was coming through. Journaling as well. So if you are open to journaling, is that this reading that came up in? I believe it is. Yes. If you don't journal already, that's another way you can do scripting. You can write out what you want to see or the shifts that you want to see take place, and you write it kind of like a story. But putting the words into committing them to paper or speaking them as an affirmation, that's going to be really powerful to work with these energies. Okay. And to shift them. All right. We have Miracle of Isis. Isis was known as a talented practitioner of the healing arts and was capable of miraculous healings. For you, beloved, she offers a miracle healing. No matter how much you have struggled with a particular matter, no matter how impossible it may seem to imagine your life without this old wound, addiction, problem, relationship issue, or inner struggle being a part of it, you are guided now to accept the possibility of miraculous healing. So let go and let the goddess be. So I'm feeling this energy coming through of when you let go of the attachment to the more dense energies, thoughts, beliefs, and you start working with these affirmations and scripting, you're going to start seeing miracles occur when it comes to shifting. So shifting these beliefs, shifting these thoughts, shifting the more dense energies, right? And you're going to start seeing things becoming more uplifting for you. So really working with that energy. Now, if you do work with the goddess Isis or you feel drawn to, you can ask her to assist you with this as well, since this is, a message coming from this beautiful goddess. But that's just coming through that you're going to start seeing the miraculous shifts once you start putting forth the effort in meditation, journaling, scripting, speaking into being. Those things are going to come through and be a miraculous shift for all of you. Wow, what beautiful message. Thank you so much to the Lyrans for coming through with these messages at this time. And thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I look forward to working with you all in the future. Bye.